What's up, everybody? It's your girl Rachel from What's Up Dallas magazine. I have another young talent from DFW. Her name is Olivia. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing wonderful. So the reason why Olivia is coming to on our show today is because we're going to celebrate her accomplishments of making first band during auditions at her high school. So first of all, tell me how the audition was.
Okay, so he gave our percussion instructor, Mr. Riggins, he gave us a week to prepare.
Mm-hmm.
And then that Friday, we had went to his office and we each got to audition separately. And
Mm-hmm.
then after that, it was like a week before we got the result. And then there was actually a paper on the wall in the band room where you got to see what band you were placed in. But I didn't actually see it. So I just figured I was in second band. That's what I thought. But
Mm-hmm.
then some of my friends in my section percussion, they told
Mhm.
me that I made first band, and then I was like so surprised and so happy, but like I still was kind of mad because I didn't want to be in first band because that's like the top band and everyone expects like a very high expectation of you.
Mhm.
So
Well, that's a great accomplishment for such a young lady. I mean, you have been working so hard to get to where you are in high school. So how long have you been practicing music?
since sixth grade,
In sixth grade.
yes.
Okay. Did you also make is there a thing first band in middle school? Or is that not a thing?
Yes, there's three bands. There's beginner band, there's
Mm-hmm.
symphonic band, and honor band, which is the highest band.
Mm-hmm.
And so for my sixth grade year, I was in beginner band, learning everything, learning how to read music, learning all the ways to play the drums and everything else in percussion. And
Mm-hmm.
then we had auditioned to see what band we were going to be in for seventh grade. And
Mm-hmm.
then I found out in seventh grade that I was going to be in honor band, which is the highest band
Oh.
in middle school. So
Mm-hmm.
I was in honor band for my seventh and eighth grade year.
Mm-hmm.
But my eighth grade year, I had moved to Cedar Hill.
Right.
Yeah, and then I went to Hermanter Middle School,
Mm-hmm.
and then I finished my eighth grade year there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I transitioned to the high school and I auditioned again. And then I got into first band again.
Oh my goodness. Like that's such an accomplishment. So you must have some really creative parents, that right?
Yes.
So who has been mentoring you the most on the drums and getting you to where you are today?
Mostly my mom because she always pushed me to be better for myself. She
Mhm.
always pushed me to practice at home even when I didn't need to. And
Mhm.
she always came to each and every one of my performances, whether it was big or small. And then my
Mhm.
dad, he came when he could. You know, he had to work, but he was still there. He helped me too.
Okay. Well, props to the parents. We gotta love them, give them their virtual flowers.
Mhm.
So, I must ask you, so since you are such a young person, you are a youngster in this world, you
Mhm.
know, there's always that challenge of staying focused with being in band and practicing and being persistent with your skills. So did you actually want to do what you're doing, or did you like, I have to do this because my parents are telling me? Or
No, um, um, my parents didn't push me to do anything.
Mhm.
I chose this for myself because I got inspired by my cousins
Mhm.
when I was back in maybe when I was 7, 8.
Mhm.
I had always went to the games and I was always sitting there watching them right there with them
Mhm.
playing the drums and everything. And I was like, that's cool. I want to do that. And so when I got into middle school, I had started to, I got into beginner band and then
Right.
it just went on from there. And I
So
kept
this
going.
is
Yeah, I
Mhm.
kept going. I never looked back. I kept
Mhm.
practicing. I kept getting better and eventually got where I am today.
That's amazing. So it just turned from you watching to you actually doing, and now it's your passion. Is that right?
Yes.
And what is your future goal? Like, whenever you are graduating high school, what are you gonna do with your skills after that? What's your plan?
Well, I'm in high school, so I had an opportunity to get into ECA, which stands for Early College Academy, which
Mhm,
means that you start college early in high school,
mhm.
and so you earn your associate's degree early.
That's
So
amazing.
by the time when you're a senior and you're graduating, you'll get your high school diploma and your associate's degree.
That's amazing. I love that. And as we were, like, talking, like, the other day, so you want to be in law too, is that right? Is that what I heard?
Yes, I want to be a lawyer.
Okay, alright. So let's go dig into that too. So you being a lawyer, what
Mhm.
makes you want to be a lawyer?
Well, I guess I got it from my dad's side because he works in the government and police field too.
Mhm.
So he actually works at a jail cell. He's like a manager of
Uh-huh.
like he he's a supervisor of the people who watch over the people who are in the jail.
I
So
got
he's like,
you.
yeah, he's over all that stuff. And
Yeah, so
then
he's like a jailhouse supervisor.
yeah, and
Mhm.
then I was like, I don't know, I don't know how. I just kind of always wanted to be a lawyer. Like I
Mhm.
just like arguing. I just like arguing. And then I had done more research about it, and there's many lawyers, so
Mhm.
I wanted to be a lawyer.
Yes.
And then um as I in middle school, I had a employment class which
Mhm.
helped you pick what career cluster you wanted. And we had
Right.
done a test, and government was like in my field. And so
Mhm.
yeah, so we had did a test over which career clusters matches your personality. And I
Mhm.
got government public safety and corrections officers, which is over lawyers and police officers and firefighters, all that in
Mhm.
one. And yeah, that just kind of pushed me more to want to be a lawyer.
Mhm.
And so now I want to be a criminal attorney.
That's amazing. And that is one of those fields that is very unique. So there are two sides to the criminal field. So you have the prosecutor side and you have the defender side. So which side are you wanting to do?
I want to do the defender side
You
because
want
if
to
you
do the
think about it, trying
def-
to get an innocent person in jail than letting a guilty person go is way worse.
Mhm.
So like, would you rather want to put innocent person in jail for something they didn't even do, or would you rather want to help a guilty person
Mhm.
be innocent? And I'd rather help a guilty person be innocent and let go. But but it's still not good because you can't be tried for the same trial again. So
Yes, I understand exactly what you're saying. Because the legal field has a lot of different types of lawyers and different types of things. So when you said you were pursuing criminal defense attorney, that is something that a lot of people really need. So, that inspires me, girl. I'm so like, I'm intrigued by you. Like, there's so much about Olivia that I did not know. So
yeah.
with having the criminal law degree that you would like to have,
Mhm.
and then also with your band, your scholarship, what colleges are you looking for?
Well, there's Texas A&M because they have a good band and also a great law program. And
Mhm,
then there's Houston University
mhm,
because they have a good band and a good law program too. But the reason I
mhm,
wanted to go there was because I have family in Houston and I'm
right?
not too far away from home, so it's just like perfect because
It
my
just
family
works
goes to
out.
Houston. Yeah, my family goes to Houston almost every year, so And
That's
then
amazing.
there's an HBCU I wanna go to, Southern University.
Mhm.
And then, yeah, that's all the colleges I know about right now.
That's all the main ones?
Yes.
Oh, man. Okay. So since you are, like, focusing on these goals and focusing on bands,
Mhm,
what okay, I'm gonna ask you a question. I'm gonna pick your brain because there's always somebody that's younger than you that's gonna watch this. Okay.
mhm,
So if you have a younger kid, like say in middle school or elementary,
mhm,
that you could give advice to on pursuing their dream of being a musician like you are, what would
mhm.
you tell them?
Take chances, don't look
Mhm.
back, always
Mm,
practice, don't listen to any negative energy,
mhm.
always believe in yourself,
Mhm.
um, never listen to the negative voice in your head because
Mhm.
you don't never know what you can achieve if you put your mind to it.
That is great advice. I hope y'all heard that. She was on point with that. Don't listen to the negative voice in your head because sometimes that happens. So, any people that you would like to give recognition to helping you get to where you are right now?
Yes, well, like they say, it takes a village. Yes, it does. It takes a huge village. Yes, it does. So I want to give recognition to my mom, my
Mhm.
dad, and my brother because he was also very supportive too. He came to
Yes.
every single one of my games that I played in this year, and he
Mhm.
went to every single performance that I had in um, at band in my old schools.
Mhm. And for all of those people out there that don't know Olivia, which is probably quite a few people, she comes from a very musical family. Can you tell me about how many members that in your family actually sing or play an instrument or dance or do any of that? Tell
Okay,
everybody out there.
okay. My mom, she does both. She plays two instruments, really one, but drums count too. She plays instruments, but she can also sing.
Mhm,
And then my dad, he plays the organ or the piano. They're
mhm,
different. Some people have different opinions. And
mhm,
then my brother, he plays the drums. And he's
mhm,
also in piano. I think he has a good interest.
mhm.
And then, do you want me to just do like my family or like my mom's side and my dad's side?
Whichever. I know most of your immediate family here, so
So, I have 2 aunts.
Mhm,
My aunt, Nino, she's my godmother, and
mhm,
can sing and she also dances. Well, she used
mhm,
to, but yeah,
mhm,
she was a great dancer. And then, my titi, she's my other aunt, and she can sing and play piano.
that's
Well,
beautiful.
my aunts, Nino and Titi, they can both play piano. They know a few
Mhm.
songs. Yeah.
So she comes from a very musical family, and they all inspire their kids to do something positive and do something to use their special talents that they've been given. So I see you in church almost every Sunday, and you just started
Mhm.
singing. Is that something you want to aspire to do as well?
I mean, I've always had a voice, but I never really, well, I wasn't always shy.
Mhm,
I used to be in choir in fourth and fifth grade,
mhm,
and yeah, my first year, fourth grade, I sang soprano, and then the second year I was alto.
mhm,
So after that, sixth grade, I kind of got in my shell, and then I kind of became less confident, and I was
mhm,
kind of just wrapped around like being behind something, like band. I was always
mhm,
behind someone, and I was in the
mhm.
back, so no one could see me, and that always helped me be able to focus and not be so nervous all the time.
That's good. Yeah, I can see that. Mhm.
Yeah,
That's
but
amazing.
my mom and my dad pushed me, my aunts too, and my grandma, they all pushed me to sing, and so I finally started doing it maybe last year.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I'm starting to get a little comfortable with singing.
Absolutely. And I love that. I love that you are just doing so many different things to just like motivate yourself and keep going and keep growing. So, this is a part of the interview where I'm going to tell you that I want to encourage you, Miss Olivia, to keep doing what you're doing.
Thank
You are an
you.
amazing young lady. You are very talented. And as a youth in this community, I want you to be a beacon of light for other people. All right. And you don't know how important it is for me to pour a blessing over you. Okay. Because I don't think, and you probably agree with this, that young people don't hear it enough from adults about how good they're doing.
They don't. Mm-mm.
And whenever you hear it from somebody, I know it probably makes you feel good. You're just like, "Oh my God,
Yeah.
like why'd you say that?" Right? But I know it means something. It means something to me to know you as a young lady. So I want you to keep doing what you're doing, keep aspiring to be great. Matter of fact, be greater than the great. Okay. I want you to be astoundingly amazing in all your skills. And give your mom and your dad their flowers for supporting you, especially your aunts and your grandmother
Mm.
and your uncle that are just out there just doing everything, and even your little brother that plays the drums as well. 'Cause so tell your mom and dad thank you for letting you interview on my show, and I really appreciate you.
Thank you.